everyone, I'm Paige Abbott, registered psychologist in the province of Alberta. How are you doing today? It's important to do a brief check-in just to see how things are going in your world. My day so far today has been quite relaxed. I've been given a few gifts of time, which were unanticipated, but definitely very welcomed, as it's a busy time of year as we approach the holidays here in December, and definitely mental health takes a lot of wear and tear during that time of year. And that got me thinking, and it got me reflecting on a question that I hear people bring up often, which is connected to fear-based and anxiety-based thinking, and that is, am I going to be okay? Is it, whatever it is, going to be okay? And I've heard this question come up probably thousands of times in the course of my career. People worrying about money. Is my financial health going to be okay? Are my kids going to be okay? Is my health going to be okay? Is my partner going to be okay? Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be able to get through whatever challenge or commitment or stressor is upon me? And these questions, they come up so often, and yet I often don't hear people spend much time on the other side of it, meaning when they do get through these situations and when they are okay. And actually, sometimes when they've even been able to thrive going through this situation. Yet our brains don't really allow us to take much time to focus on that. But it sure is happy to have us spending time and energy focusing on the worry and the stress. As I've talked about in some of my other videos, there's a physiological reason for that. Our brains get much stronger and higher releases of dopamine in those more intense moments. So the fear-based, anxiety-based thinking obviously is going to produce a greater quote-unquote reward for the brain than feeling kind of satisfied, feeling content, feeling peaceful, and feeling like we've come through whatever storm or whatever stressor we were anticipating. However, it is important that we keep trying to consciously really reinforce that part of the brain that is comfortable with calmness, with content, with peacefulness, and with serenity. And one of the ways that we can do that is by actually taking time to reflect on. So talk about, think about, write about, draw about, produce, create about those moments that we got through. So to reinforce our progress and our strength and the ways that we got through that. So how did it feel for you to get through that stressful or scary situation that you weren't sure if you'd be okay in? How are you feeling now as you came through that situation that was creating some worry and some uncertainty for you? What helped you to get there? What were the tools, the thoughts, the people, the resources, the inner strength that helped you to move through that difficult and challenging time? Any words that you would share to that past self? What would you tell them, if you could, about where you're at today and how to move forward through that difficult time? Are these words that you can tuck away somewhere and save for yourself for a later date? Because I can almost guarantee that this sort of thinking and feeling probably will come up again for you at some point in the future. It may not be about the same situation, but that type of fear-based, am I going to be okay thinking, if it's been there once for you, it's likely a recurring vulnerability that you will have to continue to work with your brain to support yourself around. So having those encouraging words of wisdom written and produced from a place of calmness, of serenity, of strength can be really valuable to pull out at a later point in time when you're starting to feel that fear building again and those questions of, am I going to be okay? I think part of the reason I found myself producing this video is that comes up for me from time to time. And I think the other day as I was doing dishes, that question popped into my mind. And because I've heard it so often from other people, I actually was able to more just laugh at it than anything. And I just quickly responded, like, of course I'll be okay. I know I'm going to be okay. And I also reminded myself that I'm not going to know what that future reality is going to look like. I honestly can't even remember what I was thinking about, whether it was financial security or relationship future or myself in the future. I honestly can't remember. Those are usually the common ones that my brain attaches to with some of that fear and future-based thinking. But I was able to use some laughing as well as the self-talk to just remind myself that, you know what, in the here and the now, I am okay and everything is okay. I'm actually at a happier, more content, more peaceful place in my life than probably I've ever been. And it's important to remember that when my brain is trying to pull me off track. Now, you may not be in that place, and I certainly wasn't in that place myself a couple of months ago. I was at probably the lowest place that I've been in my life, and so using tools, self-talk, supports with other people, and looking after myself helped me to slowly, step by step, move forward to a better place where I am sitting today. So I know that it's possible, and I know that you can do the same. It just takes that action and that commitment to looking after yourself. So if you do find yourself having that question, am I going to be okay? These are some tools that you may want to think about for yourself, and also just look at what's helped you in the past to move forward through these challenging moments, and hopefully you can access some of those tools to support yourself at this time. Fundamentally, we are all going to be okay. The difficult moments, the challenges, they pass, and we enter back into that place of calmness, of peace, where life is okay and just flows along. And then the challenges and the speed bumps hit. That's just the reality and the flow of life. Stay in the process, stay in the moment, and look after yourself as best you can. And if you are really struggling and you're unable to find that you're making much movement using self-help and self-management tools like this video and like some of the other tools you may be using, it might be time to do a professional consultation with a healthcare provider in your area to make sure that you're getting the professional assessment and treatment that you require at this time to just help move you through that difficult moment. Thanks so much for watching and sharing, and take care of yourself, and just remember, it is going to be okay. All things pass, and you will move forward in a different direction than where you're at right now. So take care and bye for now.